After winning the AFC South for the first time in a dozen years, the Tennessee Titans' 2020 season ended in disappointment as they lost in the wild card round to the Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens get revenge.
Their offense was top 5 in the league, led by 2,000-yard rusher Derrick Henry, and quarterback Ryan Tannehill posted the best season of his career. But they struggled on defense, only recorded 19 sacks as a team all year, near the bottom of the NFL. And while they did address that area of need in free agency with Bud Dupree, the Titans' biggest offseason addition came on offense as they took a big swing and dealt for future Hall of Famer Julio Jones.
I'm still fast and still strong. And we talking about age is 32. Like, I'm young. Like, in football, you can say it's old, but you either do it or you don't.
The addition of Julio Jones could make an already good offense great, and then now feature one of the most explosive skill position groups in the league, which includes A.J. Brown, who had 11 touchdowns last season. Also, in the draft, they took cornerback Caleb Farley in the first round, a pick that could pay off big if he can stay healthy. The Tennessee Titans will likely be lighting up the scoreboard all year long, but do they have enough on defense to get this team to the next level? If they do, this is a team that could potentially be playing in February. Now, you want to be shocked? Over the last year and a half, the Tennessee Titans have scored 93 touchdowns. That's at least 10 more than any other team in the NFL. That's right. At least 10 more than Kansas City, at least 10 more than Green Bay. Come on, you didn't know that. And oh, by the way, Ryan Tannehill had 40 total touchdowns last year. Yeah, baby. Evan Washburn at Titans camp. What's he seeing?
Evan Washburn here in Nashville, where the Tennessee Titans are building towards the 2021 season. And after spending a day around this team and watching practice, one thing is clear. This group brings a unique juice and intensity to the practice field that would be best described as extreme. This despite a number of their high-end players either absent from practice or having their reps managed. This would include Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and on the defensive side, Bud Dupree. It's an environment that has been set by their head coach, Mike Vrabel, who I spent some time with after practice and acknowledged this is the standard that's expected daily here with this team. And it's a requirement for this group to realize their goals that they've been on the doorstep of the last 2 seasons. Speaking of requirements, one major requirement would be this defense being much better, especially on third down, where they were last in the NFL a season ago. To help do that, they reshaped the secondary with only Kevin Byard really remaining in his role, and they also added Bud Dupree as an elite-level pass rusher. He's coming off that torn ACL, but the expectation is he will be available for Week 1. Speaking of additions in the offseason, the headliner had to be Julio Jones. Now, he's been off the practice field for about a week with an undisclosed injury, but also the expectation and hope is that he will be good to go by Week 1. It's clear these Titans have a specific plan for their stars with the one goal in mind: be ready to go for the most important game, and that is Week 1 of the season.
All right, here's the outlook. They got to win 10 games. That's over. If they win 9, and again, there's that extra game. So 9-8 you lose, 10-7 you win if you take the over. Make the playoffs, 60%. Extra team makes playoffs, that's 7. They basically go 9 or 10 every year and make the playoffs every year. That's why they're favored. To win the division, well, you know, you get that minus money there. So they're favored to win that division. Look, Indy has problems, injuries at quarterback. Jacksonville and Houston, they're not really ready. But they don't think that Tennessee will go all the way to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl. You can see those long odds in those 2 categories.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.